Welcome back to YouTube's greatest music series. Yes, here we are. We are here again, and we're going to be listening to a song called Ping by Exyl. So what I attempt to do in this video is I'm going to try to listen to this song, make some educated comments on it, to hopefully help you understand how music is made and how producers think when they're making music, so that you can be a smarter listener when you're listening to other songs in your day-to-day life. Now let's get started. I'm not gonna lie, the first time I heard this song, I thought, who the crap is messaging me? Until I realized it was actually a song. Listen to that. It just opens up with all this beautiful ambience, and then it builds up. I love what he does here. This is actually the first drop. It's really interesting. Silence. I love his use of silence through this drop. It's fantastic, and through the whole song, really. Silence. I love it, again. It's really interesting how the drop comes in so soon, and then it drops down to this large post-drop, what I call. I think he's still trying to keep the momentum of the drop, but die it down a little bit so that when he goes down in this middle section, it's not as extreme of a change. So here he's transitioning from the excitement of the drop down into what he likes to call flute gang. I personally love this flute sound. I think it fits really interestingly with the harder, more bassy electronic sounds. You hear it takes a shift from electronic into more of a Eastern traditional with the different instruments that he uses, which is really interesting to me. And then here we come to a little bit of a build section. He's bringing back in the EDM aspects. And this mandolin, is it a mandolin? I'm not sure. Really cool, and I think it fits really well. And then this second drop is very similar. The only difference is that classic boom ka boom ka boom ka boom, like the Despacito drum pattern. And then we drop into a post drop again with a little bit of tape stop. I love it. And there we go, and it ends. This song goes by so fast that it's hard for me to make a lot of comments because there's so much going on. So I'm gonna rewind and let's see if we can go over some parts. So the first bit of the song starts out with just the clean ping, and that's what really threw me off the first time I listened to it. So you got the blip 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 blip, and then it opens up. Which is, it's interesting because you'd think that less sound would feel more big, but that's not true. More sound feels more. It's hard to explain what I mean by open. Actually, I think the song really well illustrates what open and closed sounding is. So let's look at the drop section. This is what I would call a very closed and tight section of a song, because there's not a lot of atmosphere and tingliness outside. It's just bass, drums, and lead. I hope you'll be able to hear this. There's not a lot of, there is the background white noise and reverb, but there's not a lot of openness. And then if you listen to this pre-drop section, pre-drop build section, you'll be able to hear a stark difference. See how it feels more open. It's really hard to explain. And then it closes here. So the second thing that I kind of wanted to talk about regarding this song is how you would make music out of a single sound like a Discord ping. Like, that's crazy. How would you do that? Well, what you would do is you would come find a ping. You would get a sample like that. You would copy it. Boom. You would not paste it back on it. You would copy it, and then you would add a MIDI track. Actually, you would add an audio track first. You would slap it in the audio track. Then you would get some type of sampling program. Bing. And then you would drag it into there. Boom. Now, if you drag on over to it, you have your, you have your little sample. And then if you have a keyboard, you can play it. I don't have my keyboard plugged in right now, so I'm just going to do the poor man's way and just play this keyboard. See? You gotta have fun with it. So, I mean, obviously that doesn't sound very interesting by itself. So you'd have to do some stuff to it. The sound sounds still pretty disgusting and horrible, and I hate it. Whatever, we're just going to work with this. It sounds like a little bird that is pecking at your eyeballs. Now what we can do is we can grab our MIDI, slap it in there, and then have a grand old time. I don't like it. But you get the idea. You kind of take the sample, put it in a thingy, and then you can play it, and then you do stuff to it to make it sound better. Obviously, people would make a better sound than I did, spending like 3 seconds on it. But yeah, that's... I just wanted to see what that did. That's fun. I'm so easily amused. That's pretty much all I have to say about this song. It's really, really cool. I really enjoyed it. Thanks for absolutely trolling the heck out of me, Exyl. Jeez. I straight up thought someone was spamming me when I first heard your song, so I guess you succeeded in that regard. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you learned something at least about music and how it works. If you have any questions about music production, please comment down below. Well, that's all I got for you. Goodbye.